All right, great job. Now that you've had some time to write down your balanced force and unbalanced force, I want to cover what is the big idea for today's lesson. What's our big question? So I've got that written up here in red, the big question. How do forces affect the motion of an object? So how do forces affect the motion of an object? Balanced forces, unbalanced forces, a harder force or a softer force. How do those things affect the motion of an object? So we're going to go over that. We've got a few core vocabulary words we're going to go over today as well. Those are written right here. We've got the same ones from yesterday and some new ones as well. So balanced forces, we studied that yesterday. We know a balanced force is when you have equal forces on either direction, so that object will not move. We have cause and effect. Cause and effect are going to be a huge part of today's lesson because we're looking at the cause of what's causing the effect of the object being put into motion. So something is not just going to move on its own. The effect is the object moving. So what causes the effect of the object moving? Our next word is pattern. So a lot of times in these events you find patterns between the movement or the non-movement of an object. So we want to look into these patterns, these different ways that objects move depending on the forces that are inflicted on them. We have predict or prediction. So in science, the fun thing about science is you don't have to be right. You get a guess, you can make a prediction or predict what's going to happen, and then you get to test your theory or your prediction. And if your prediction's right, woohoo, you get to celebrate. And if it's wrong, woohoo, you get to celebrate and you get to make a new prediction and try again. And our final core vocabulary word for today is unbalanced forces, which again we studied yesterday. An unbalanced force is when you have more force on one side than the other, and that object will move in the direction of the push or the pull that has the greater force.